Hey guys, so I'm sorry if you can hear the furnace, it did just kick on. But to end today's video, I thought that I would address a question that I recently got asked by someone in my personal life, and I figured that you guys might want to know the answer to this too. And so that question is, do I ever miss being a full-time medical assistant? So I think that I should preface this by explaining for anyone who might not be familiar with kind of my life or how things are going right now. I last year started working as a medical assistant full-time in a rural health clinic located within a critical access hospital. And recently I started working full-time in the sleep center. I am currently in training as of the day that I'm filming this. I'm currently in training to become a sleep technologist. I am currently a sleep tech, but I'm not certified or registered. So just had to get that little backstory or background information out there for you guys. Yesterday, I actually worked my first call-in shift ever since being done with full-time medical assistant or even part-time medical assistant. Because for those of you who don't know, when I first started working in the sleep center, I was doing like 3 days a week in the sleep center and 2 days a week at one of our outlying clinics, providing coverage out there for nurse visits and things of that nature, working with the provider and doing what they needed assistance with. So now that I am full-time in the sleep center, I am still a call-in medical assistant. So like I provide coverage. It's like a PRN type system if you don't understand what call-in means, or per diem. So to get back on track, yesterday was the first day that I actually have done a call-in shift for the clinic. They had like a person who needed the day off at the very last minute. And so my schedule actually changed at the very last minute, so I was able to kind of offer to help out. And I got to work with the provider that I worked with before I stopped working at the clinic full-time, which was really nice. We did have a very busy day, but so I miss certain things about it, but I don't miss other things, if that makes sense. So working as a full-time medical assistant, you get to encounter a whole lot of different types of people, different personalities, different health conditions, different illnesses, things like that. And I really liked interacting with all these different types of people on a daily basis, getting to know my patients and things like that. I definitely miss a lot of the patients, but there's other things that I don't miss about working full-time as a medical assistant, and that is like helping out in urgent care. Like I don't really miss having people coughing in your face, having people getting pissed off at you for, the provider not giving them the medication that they were seeking, or what the provider not giving them exactly what they wanted, so to speak, because I have encountered different situations like that where patients have become angry because they didn't get exactly what they wanted when they came into the clinic. And, or they're just angry in general, or they're angry that they had to wait, or, whatever the case may be. I don't miss that aspect. I don't miss, like I said, people screaming at you, people coughing in your face. Like, I don't miss having to give babies shots. Like, I had no problem giving vaccinations, but I just hate making the babies cry because they're so cute. And then you're interacting with them, and then all of a sudden you have to hold their legs down and give them shots, and then they're so sad, and I hate making them cry. Those are probably the worst immunizations, the worst injections that I feel like I have had to give is to babies, just because they're so cute and they're smiling at you and they're making little baby talk noises and things like that, and then you go and stab them in the leg with a needle, and then you're no longer their friend. And yeah, it's a little bit dramatic, I know, but I'm just saying, those were some of my least favorite things to do. I also don't miss like having to make all of the phone calls and like field all of the phone calls from patients who are calling for things that we don't really handle. Like I had a patient call yesterday to ask about like getting assistance for in-home care, but like asking questions that really have nothing to do with the doctor's office, like stuff that we wouldn't really be able to help with, like stuff that needs to go through either insurance or through like a state agency. So I kind of just let that person know like, hey, I don't really know how we could help you with that, but I kind of pointed him to like different referral agencies in the area that I live in, or I offered to have like our social worker at the hospital give him a call, and he did not want to talk to the social worker. So I'm hoping that he was able to get the situation figured out on his own. But stuff like that, like constantly having to try to figure out a solution for things that really have nothing to do with like patient care or actual medical things, because there's just so much that goes into like working in a rural health clinic, especially at a critical access hospital, and where a lot of people really can't afford different things that they need. And so it just makes the situation a little bit more difficult. But I do miss, like I said, interacting with my patients. I do miss a lot of the coworkers that I worked down in the clinic with. And, I do kind of miss, I'm not going to lie, I do kind of miss like the constant flow of things, because like yesterday I worked from 8 a.m. to almost 5 p.m. Like my actual end time was supposed to be 4:30, but we had a patient, our last patient of the day kind of came in late, and it was a physical. And so it kind of ran late. So I didn't get out of there until almost 5 p.m. But like it was just a constant, I think I sat for maybe like 30 minutes total. And that was okay because it made the day go by so much quicker. Like compared to in the sleep center, where when I'm doing sleep studies on night shift, I'm sitting the entire time pretty much, other than like doing the hookup and walking to the fridge to get my lunch, or walking to the bathroom to use the bathroom, or walking to check the crash cart, or going into the room to help with disconnect in the morning, or whatever the case may be. It's just, I don't know. I kind of liked being able to be on the move consistently and having things going on to kind of keep me busy, because like I said, it made the day go by even quicker. So anyways, I do miss certain things about being a full-time medical assistant, but I don't miss other things. I am really enjoying my new job in the sleep center, and I look forward to being able to share more information with you guys about everything that I'm experiencing there. And hopefully you guys are interested in hearing my story and watching me along this process of becoming a certified sleep technologist and eventually a registered sleep technologist, which is the highest that you can really go as a sleep technologist at this point in time. So anyways, that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if there's any topics you would like me to discuss on my channel in the future, and I will talk to you guys next time.